Y'all have to forgive me. I have a head cold. I just noticed it just like last night, and I thought maybe if I was active and needed to do what I needed to do today, it would pass, but obviously it's not passing. So it is what it is. A shout out to the chat. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa, 914 Westchester County, New York. We are in the motherfucking house. We are in the motherfucking house. And as everyone know, I went on my regular job starting last Thursday. So I worked Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I worked 4 days in a row. I talked with my supervisor before I left this evening. I worked a 14-hour shift today. I had to work a double. Not because we were short-handed, because they had brought in someone else to work the morning shift. And I met that young lady this morning. And guess what? She speaks Spanish. So you know I was in heaven. You know I was talking, I was laughing, I was asking questions. Yo. And she was like, her name, and her name is Diana. And she said, Arabia, if you're just learning Spanish, why is your Spanish so darn good? Your pronunciations are right. The way you express yourself is correct. How you do your phrases, yo, it's wonderful. And I was like, I studied. If I like certain things, I will learn everything I need to learn. She said that's good. That's good. But I had a wonderful day today. I had a wonderful day on my job today. And I hope it continues. Now, I had to work that dish pit by myself for a couple of hours, but when it came to closing time, I was up on it. I had everything being rinsed, I had everything being pushed into the machine. I cleaned out the machine. I started the machine back over. I put everything back in the machine. What I could not put in the machine, I hand washed. Then one of the other guys gave me a hand. A shout out to the chat. But yeah, today was my day to do the double. But I'm not here to talk about the job. I'm not here to talk about this and that. One thing I want everyone to understand. A couple of months ago, maybe a year ago, the two worlds, the YouTube world and my world, was colliding together. And then one day it twisted, it turned, it became one world. Fantasy now became reality. Up now became down. Left became right. The darkness became light. That's where it was for me. And I told you, I went on the bigger channel that I had, the channel with my name on it, the channel with over 600 subscribers. And I went through those videos one by one not too long ago. And some of the videos I could hardly listen to. I can't stomach it. how that happened, how the reality started twisting into something psychotic, something I could not even fucking recognize. But I understand that there's a lot of people on this app that will not forget. They won't forget how I got up here and threatened people on this app. They don't forget what I said to them, when I said it, how I said it, how often I said it. It is what it is. And I'm not going to run. I'm not going to hide from it. I'm going to be me. Now, I got on this new channel, it's 11 subscribers. That's good enough for me. I don't need 600. I don't need 500. I don't need 300. I don't need 100 subscribers. The subscribers I have now, I thank God for. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for your love, your patience, and for your view, and for your liking, and for your sharing of the channel and the videos that I do, whether they be shorts, uploads, or a live video. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my moderators that followed me from that big channel to this channel. Now, I'm going to tell you something. While I was at the job, I was listening to a video. I was just doing my ordinary. The store was slow. We hardly had too many customers today. So I decided to turn on YouTube. I decided to listen to a video of one of my YouTube creators. Now, I thought for myself, I was just supporting the person. It's obvious that there was something they was going to say in that video that they became concerned about me, whether I was going to get angry or not. Number one, I'm not feeding you. I'm not financing you. I'm not fucking you. What you do on your channel, that is your business. I'm not going to get angry at nobody for exercising their constitutional rights. I'm not going to get up here and try to violate or clout chase anyone for their stance or their belief on a certain subject. I don't care about that. I don't care about what you talk about. I don't care about how often you talk about it. What you do on your channel has no bearing on me. What you do on your channel is not my fucking business. If I like the content, I like the content. If I want to support you, I'm going to stay in the chat. But because I was told not to necessarily hang in the chat at that particular time, I left. I left that chat. So I said to myself, well, I'm going to play the playback. But as I was playing the replay of that video, something came to me and said, turn off that fucking video. Turn it off. I turned off the video. I went further down these YouTube streets. And you know what I realized? All the damage I've done, all the sins I committed are not forgotten or forgiven. There's still a campaign on how to get rid of Arabia Barbosa. There is a campaign that is still going on to this day. I don't care if everybody that I had a beef with say, well, we cool with you now, Ray. You can come back over here. That's not true. That's not true. The art of war is being practiced on these YouTube streets. I understand that. I believe that. I have witnessed that. I have done it myself. But if I am saying to you, look, I'm just going to sit here and listen to what you got to say. I don't have to agree with you. I can agree to disagree. That is what adult people do. And nothing is going to trigger my anger. Let's say that again. Nothing, nobody does or says on this app is going to trigger my anger. You're not going to trigger me. You're not going to trip me up. You don't feed me. You don't finance me. And you don't fuck me. So your words are of no concern to me. Especially if I don't agree with what you're saying. But if you have a belief, a core system, and you're standing on your square, who the fuck am I to say anything about it? Number one, I'm a callate. Callate means to shut the fuck up. Number two, I'm gonna mind my own fucking business. And number three, you don't have to keep telling me this and that. You don't. You don't have to embarrass me in front of your whole chat. You don't have to do that. You don't have to call me out at all. Anytime you want to laugh and play around, there's no problem. But today it's a problem. Today is an issue. Word. I get it. I get it. I get it. And it's cool. It really, really is. It's real cool. Even though I'm on a new channel, people do not want a new Arabia Barbosa. They do not want a new resurrection. They want the old BT 1000 to be here. They want Lucy the vampire. They want the Jeeper Creeper in the motherfucking room. They want the German Shepherd. They don't want the real Arabia Barbosa. The one that is calm, the one that wants to work, the one that wants to clout chase the money, the one that's concerned about what's going on in her life. She does not give a fuck about what's going on in other people's lives on this YouTube app. If I care about you, I care about you. If I love you, I love you. If I support you, I support you. Good or bad. We got enough fair weather friends on this app. Enough fair weather friends. You know what a fair weather friend is? They only hang around when something good is happening. They only come when the sun is shining. They never show up when there's rain. They never show up if there's a thunderstorm. They never show up if it's snowing. They never show up if there's a hurricane. They never show up if there's a tornado. But goddamn, if you're my YouTube creator, guess what? You're Dorothy, and I'm the house that went into the storm with you. I'm the house that floated to where the Wizard of Oz was. I'm the house that landed on the who? The wicked witch of the East. I'm the one. I spun in the tornado with you. I landed in a new world with you. And I understood that you had to leave and follow the yellow brick road because you were trying to get home. But you always had the power to go home because the power was issued on your feet. As long as you stand on your own 2 feet, ain't nothing nobody can do to stop you. Nothing. Remember, in the movie, Dorothy became separated from the house that carried her to this new land. The land of Oz. Dorothy didn't think another moment about that house. But when it was time for Dorothy to return home, she clicked her heels. She spoke the words. And guess what? She had to go back into the same house that took her there. I may not have been here all the time with you on this YouTube app, but there is a moment in time I have rolled out with other YouTube creators, not for a year, not for 6 months, not for 3 months, for 8 years, 10 years. If you plan on being on YouTube that long, especially if I love you. Don't matter if we had a disagreement in the past. The past is the past. I'm trying to move past it because I know it's a bunch of bullshit that happened in the past. But I understand some people are still frightened. Even though I might be waving a white flag, oh no, 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 no. They think that white flag is a straight jacket. Do you know how it feels to be extracted from a cell? Do you know how it feels to be put in 4-point restraints? Do you know how it feels to be stripped down to nothing at all and be exposed? Do you? That's all I'm saying. But I understand. Trust me, I understand that some people will never get over the past. They will not. And they will not forgive me of the past. I just strolled down these YouTube streets and I played a video that was done 4 months ago. A video I've been looking for quite some time, but I couldn't find it right away. I had to be patient. I found it. And it's amazing to me how certain things sound a certain way when you're vulnerable. But when that vulnerability is lifted from you, you can actually hear the truth. You can hear the truth. You can see the truth. You can smell the truth. You can feel the truth. And the truth shall set you motherfucking free. Nini kuzumu, kila wakati. Kuja na mimi kula chakula. Miji baridi, nini kuzimu, kila wakati. That's what I say. And for those that don't understand what I'm saying, lo siento, no es culpa es mío. And guess what? I didn't have a drop of alcohol to do this fucking video. I didn't even have a puff on a cigarette. I ain't smoked no cigarette in a couple of days since the last time you saw me smoking and puffing on anything. But I gotta get up in the next 2 hours and walk away from this house and hoping to get on a ticket that's gonna pay me cash money today on my card so I can buy my cigarettes, so I can buy whatever I wanna fucking buy. Because I'm the only one on this app that's feeding, financing, and fucking me. And that's all I need. Me, myself, and I. It is what it is. I'm out of here. Peace out. New York love. 914, Westchester County, New York. New York is in the motherfucking house.